What's Gibby thinking about?
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. This is episode 2, What's Charlie Thinking About? And today we are going to be discussing the kid I made cry in 8th grade, right? I think it was 8th grade. Yeah. So we're going to be discussing this. I bring a nice friend of mine who experienced it with me. We both wrote the letter together. It was quite the experience. We did it in art class with a bunch of other kids. I don't know, maybe she has a letter, but I invited Maddie here today. If you want to say something, Maddie.
Hi.
Okay, there you go. There's Maddie. And where do you think we should start with this? Do you think we should start with the snow club?
Yeah, we should start at not at the beginning, but that one snow club.
That one snow club
Turning
where I really
point.
got mad,
But yeah.
like with Lily and stuff.
Uh-huh. And I told you should just go talk to him, but you didn't want to do that, so.
No, I did want to do that. And you were the one that gave me the idea, and I loved it.
No, it was a great idea.
It was a great idea. I think it was an amazing idea, and I don't really regret it at all.
Neither do I.
Like, he kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it all began when we were at Snow Club. So, just a quick explanation. Snow Club was a club that we had at our middle school and high school where they would take coach buses, and they would, after school on Thursdays, was it Thursdays or Wednesdays?
It was Wednesdays.
It was Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, they would take us in this coach bus by the high school parking lot. It's like, it was a little bit of a walk. It wasn't that bad, but they took us on these coach buses up to Pennsylvania, to these ski resorts, and there was this kid named Will. That's what we're gonna call him for this episode because we aren't gonna expose his name. This kid named Will. He. How do you want to describe it? He was annoying. Do you just want to put it that way?
Yeah. He's very determined, I guess.
Yeah, he was. I wouldn't say that nobody liked him because there was a lot of people that were there were a lot of people that were his friends. I'm not gonna say that he was like. I'm not gonna be mean on this podcast. I'm not gonna be mean to Will, but he was kind of annoying, and throughout that snow club trip, it was at Round Top, right? Was it at Round Top or?
Yeah, we were at Round Top.
Okay, yeah, it was Round Top Ski Resort, and this is where I really got pretty mad, and so actually, just to tell you real quick, the people that I go to school now with, they tell everybody not to mess with me because I make their life hell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Just like I made his life hell. Oh shoot! I'll edit that out. I said his real name. I'll edit it out. Okay, so it started when we got there. We really didn't have a choice we really didn't have a choice, did we?
Not really.
He kind of just tagged along. It wasn't our choice.
Like
Go
sat
ahead.
next to us on the snow club bus. Kind of chose to put himself in our group.
He invited himself. We'll put it that way. He invited himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it was one of those kids who, invites themselves places. Like, there's a kid at my school in our math class. He just, like, I'll be talking with my friends and he'll just walk over and just start staring at me and listening. But, you know, how do we put this? It is Will 2.0. That's what it is. It's Will 2.0. Except he's bigger. Like, way bigger. Like, he's tall. Anyways. So it started at that snow club. And, that snow club, that snow club, we got out of the bus and we went to go get our tickets, and he was just following us, and we couldn't get him off of our backs because he was just following us. And we went to go get our tickets for like with our snow club cards, and he would sit his bags down, get in line with us. I mean, it was a problem. We didn't want him, but he wasn't an absolute huge problem. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't a problem.
Yeah, he wasn't really a huge problem. Go ahead.
Just didn't really want him there. He wasn't really our friend.
Yeah.
We weren't as comfortable with him being there.
Right. We weren't very comfortable. It was more awkward. It was more weird. So, to further develop on this story, I'll edit this out. But what do you think? We'll name. What do we know to name? We'll name Lily. What should we name her? I'll edit this part out. But I don't know.
About Jessica.
That's a good name. We'll do Jessica. Okay. So, we hold on, let me write this time down so I can edit this out. Okay. So, there was a girl named Jessica, okay? Jessica, she's my best friend. We loved hanging out together. Maddie is also my best friend. We all hung out together in one group. So when she wasn't with her other people or other friends, she would come with our group because she had no one else to go with.
Yeah.
So, Jessica came with us the day Will came with us. So she was in line with him, he was in line with her, with us. So we were just getting our tickets. Nothing really happened at the beginning. Like it wasn't really bad at the beginning.
No, it wasn't bad at the beginning.
Right.
It did get worse though.
Oh, it got progressively worse, like awfully progressively worse. Like exponentially worse.
Yeah, like really quick.
Yeah,
It's like a steep hill.
Yeah, like not even an hour, progressively worse. So, we got our tickets. We're going into the lobby. He's following us. I kind of feel like we were mean, but we really weren't. We were like zigging in through and for the tables and zigzagging through the tables and the cubbies and the food lines just to try and see if we can lose him. And did we lose him? I think we lost him once and he found us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got lost.
Yeah,
He found us, and I have no idea how. Pretty sure we weren't even on the same floor. Like, we went downstairs or something.
We went down. Oh, that's right. He was sitting at a table.
Probably had to help my brother. We probably had to help Sam.
Yeah, I think we were going downstairs. I think your brother was at a table, and I think Will was sitting next to what do we want to call? Do you think he'll care? I mean, I think I just want to protect his name for privacy reasons. But let's call him Zach. We'll call him Zach. So Zach was down there with Will, and they're sitting at the table together, and he sees us. Zach was originally in our group. We loved Zach. He was fun, but he got caught up with Will, and he didn't really like it very much, just as much as we didn't like it. So we would try and grab him and go, and it was a process. It was really hard to avoid him.
Yes, it was.
Like, he would go, if he couldn't find anybody else, he would go and find any group. Like, it wouldn't matter if it's the popular people or the emos, he'd find anybody. Like, he'd just come in our group and just be like, hey, I'm here now. Too bad, sorry.
Yeah.
So it was what do I call it? It was a bomb. It was a bombardment of comfortableness. A bombardment of comfortableness.
Yeah.
Or like, it just made us uncomfortable in the beginning. So we went down, and I think we went to help your brother get his snow boots on, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And
Pretty sure he was snowboarding that day and to tie his boots.
yeah.
Not good.
And he saw us, and he was like, "Hey guys," and we were like, so we found him, and he found us. So he came over, and he was just standing there, like when he tags along, he doesn't really. I mean, he talks, but like he talks about what he does or what he did.
Yes.
And
He
then-
likes to brag.
Yeah, he likes to brag. He talks about what he does or what he did, and then, or if he isn't, he'll stand right behind you and watch you do whatever you're doing.
He watch.
Yeah, he
Kind
would.
of scary.
Yeah, a little creepy, stalkish kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would just listen to whatever you're doing, and it was kind of creepy, stalkish. But if we couldn't do anything about it. We were trying to be so nice. We were trying so hard to be so nice.
But there's like a point where you just can't be nice anymore because if you're nice, it won't get better.
Right.
Just had to deal with it for a little while until we couldn't deal with it anymore.
Right. It was getting to a point to where it was getting so bad that you can't like I know most of my friends back at Hereford and here at SCS, they know that when I get to a certain point, I click and snap your head off. I will click at you and go off. Just whew.
Yeah, that's the same with me.
Yep.
Like,
It's like
I don't want to be on our bad sides.
right. It's like
Not
it's
a good
like
place.
it's like rolling down a ice hill on a stainless steel sled.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Not good.
what it is. It's not good. It's exactly what it is. It's us going down a steep hill on a stainless steel sled made of ice. That's
It's kind of scary too.
yeah, that's what the both of us do when we go off, and it's too much. So, we went down to the first hill, and he tagged along, and I was sitting with Jessica, and I was with Jessica. We were talking. We went up and down the hill a few times, and Will ends up being with Jessica. I was like, okay, I'll just get with her the next time. It is what it is. She didn't feel Jessica didn't really feel comfortable around me either. I would think she was just nice like that. But yeah, she was just nice like that. She was like, she was very accepting. She wasn't. How do I put this? She wasn't mean at all. She wasn't mean.
And she didn't know how to like say she didn't want to ride with him and not like hurt his feelings.
Correct. That is such a great way to put it. Yeah. She did not. I mean, I think she knew. I think she just didn't want to hurt his feelings in general. Because she's dealt with a lot of people, like a lot of people. But besides the point, he ended up riding the ski lift with her once. So I'm like, I'm behind them. They're talking. He's talking. He's getting overly talkative, very, very loud and kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think who was sitting with me? Was it? I think it was me, Zach, you, and I think I'll cross that out. What's we at? We at 14:45. What do you? I'm gonna name her. I'm gonna name Sophia. What do you think we should name her? What should we name?
But Lucy.
Right, Lucy. That's a good name. All right. So yeah, we were sitting with Zach. Oh wait. Oh, yes, we were sitting with Zach, Maddie, which is the one we'll call right now if you didn't know yet. Yep. We were sitting with Zach, Maddie, me, and Lucy. Lucy is I don't think, she doesn't really contribute a lot to the story, but she's definitely
she's
a
just
part.
like an extra person.
Right.
Just kind of there.
Yeah, she's like an extra. She's our friend. So, Lucy, it's Zach, Maddie, me, and Lucy. We're all in the lift. Yes, we're on the lift behind her, and somehow Will and Jessica. Somehow Will and Jessica end up together on a lift, just the two of them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I'm with my friends. They're together. I kind of feel bad for Jessica because she's kind of uncomfortable around him, but I'll get her next time. You know, I'll get the lift with her next time. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. He's still attached to her at the top of the hill, and I'm like, come on Jessica, come on Maddie, come on Zach, come on Lucy, come on, let's go down the hill. And he's still attached to her. She's like, hold on, I'll be down in a minute, I'm gonna attach my snow boot to my snowboard, and etc. Snowboard, if you snowboard, you would probably know. Or, yeah, if you snowboard, you probably know. But, he was attached the first time he saw her. Like, it was kind of bad. It was kind of bad, because he was attached. Like, a demon. Like, a demon attached to a human, like, possessed. Like, he obviously wasn't possessing her. He would never have the power to do that. No one would ever give him the power. But it was like he was trying to possess her attention. That's what it is. He was trying to possess her attention. He was trying to conceive all of his attention. Sorry if you guys hear, like, background. Can you hear background noise from, like, my parents downstairs?
Just a little. It's not that bad.
Right. It is what it is. It's not like I have a sound room or anything, but it is what it is. So we got Jessica is now, or no. Will is now attached to Jessica in many ways, physically, and I would say mentally and emotionally. It was kind of bad. So we're going down the hill, and he's following her, like she's turning, oh, he's gonna turn, she's turning, oh, she's gonna turn that way, Jessica's turning right, oh, I'm gonna turn that way,
It's not like, oh.
I can edit it out. I'll put the time in. Okay, go ahead.
It's not like Will is the best snowboarder out there. It's kind of hard to follow someone that closely.
Right.
Not like knock them out or fall over yourself.
That's a good way to put it. I actually didn't think like that, because he wasn't, a very good snowboarder.
I mean, he talks talk, but he can't walk the walk.
Yeah, he talks the talk, but he can't walk the walk. So we're going down the hill, and I'm in line with Jessica, and he decides to butt in front of me. He's the last person in the line. He's the last person down the hill, but he decides to go full speed, butt in front of me, and quickly get on the lift with her again. At this point, I am pissed. At this point, I'm like, okay, not cool, and I'm letting it go a little bit. I'm not gonna be like that yet. It takes a lot for me to get angry, pissed off. So I'm like, okay, dude. In my mind, if you do this again, I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I kept going every time we got on the lift, though. It was awful.
Yeah, it kept going. Oh, on and on and on and on. Like, it kept going. She went down the hill again. He butt in front of me. This time, I called him out and I said, "Hey, I would like to sit with my friend, please." And he said, "Sorry, I was here." Got on the lift. The next time, now I was really pissed. Now I wanted to shove him. Now I wanted to hit him. Didn't somebody got in a fight with him, right?
Yeah, I think so. But that was like after.
After the note?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, go ahead.
Pretty sure we like distanced ourselves.
Yeah, we tried. We definitely tried. There was no doubt the fact that we didn't try. But so let's put it this way. She was extremely uncomfortable now, and he on the lift was saying weird stuff, like weird stuff, like let's put it this way, like he was saying stuff like, "What if I kissed you right now?" I mean, do you know anything else? Because that's the most I remember.
No, I was never really like intently listening.
Right. I know. Oh no. So the one who told me. I gotta edit that out. Let me put that time in. So yeah. What's her name again? Shoot. Jessica. I got Jessica. So Jessica is the one who kept telling me over and over as the lift went on. He was asking more and more uncomfortable questions, like really uncomfortable questions, and at this point I was about to confront him, but we got to the top of the hill, and she went down and she fell. Jessica fell about 3/4 down the hill, and she was okay, she was good and everything, but Justin stopped and literally almost carried her down the entire hill. Like, tell me that is not an attachment.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I understand he was trying to be nice and everything, but like, he stopped and was like, "What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Are you okay? What can I do?" So before you come at me and you say, he was just trying to be nice, Charlie, what are you talking about? Let's give you a little bit
No, this was not nice. This was like way beyond nice.
Right, like, this was
Not that nice to just anybody.
Right, he was
He
not...
really didn't like Charlie.
Yeah,
Wasn't very nice. Charlie.
Yeah, we did not like each other before or after. We weren't very big fans of each other. I just, like, he would ask me, you want to go out to like carnival or something? I'd be like, "Nope, I'm good." See, the thing is most people, when they don't like somebody and they try to befriend them, they would use them. They would use them as a object, just for the gain. Like, if he, like, let's say this, he invited me to a party, right? And I said yes. Let's put it this way. He invited me to his birthday party, and I said yes, but I didn't get him anything. Like, that's fake friendship. Like, when he invited me to a carnival, I said no, because I'm not using him. I'm not going to use him just so I can go and have fun, because that's not right. You don't use people like that. You just don't do that.
No, that's definitely worse than what we did.
Right, that's way worse than what we did. That's fake friendship, and that hurts. I know what that's like. But that's fake friendship. I don't like that. But like, so alright, let's go back to where we were. Yeah, we did not like each other, and he was just weird. He was nice. I will say he was nice. He tried to be nice, but his personality just didn't click with mine. We did not click. The things he said, I thought were stupid. The things he said, I thought were stupid, and the things he did, I thought were stupid. And our personalities, they just didn't click. It was not a good friendship if we ever had one. But it wasn't just me. It was almost everybody else. A lot
Yeah,
of
I
other
was
people.
feeling it too.
Yeah,
Because since he wasn't as good and everyone else wanted to do something harder, I would have to stay with him, and I was getting kind of tired of that.
right, right. Weren't we all? We were all getting tired of that. I'm sure Jessica was too. But so she fell. He like carried her down the slide. I said slide. He carried her down the mountain. The slide. So at that point, I was getting extremely mad, and by the time he went down there, I believe I pushed him out of the way to get in with Jessica. And I was asking her, I was like, are you, like, what is he saying to you? Like, you look extremely uncomfortable in that ski lift. Like he's telling you some weird stuff. And she's like, yeah, he's telling me weird stuff. He's like, what if I kissed you right now? And I'm like, what? He's like, what if I kissed you right now? And I'm like, no, yeah, that's not really okay. He just met you like 2 hours ago. Yes, this went on a span for about 4 hours, because we did.
Yeah, this went on ever until we went back into the lodge to eat dinner.
Right, this went all the way into there. I think it was a short day though. I think it was a 5-hour day, and
Yeah.
the first hour, we were all alone, and then he found us for the next 2 hours. So after that, she was extremely uncomfortable, and we decided to go into the lodge and have dinner for the rest of the time. So we got in, he followed us.
And then it got really weird. Like,
Yeah.
we had our food, we were eating, then Jessica had to go talk to someone in her family, and Will followed her.
Yeah.
Go talk to them. It was disturbing.
Yeah, it wasn't human. Let's put it that way. It wasn't human. Every time she would get up, he would follow. He would be like, "Oh, can I come too?" And because of her personality, she'd be like, "Sure." She got up to go get food. He got up to go get food. The weird part is, she got up to go to the bathroom. He got up to go to the bathroom.
That was kind of disturbing.
Yeah,
Like,
that.
you can't go in the same bathroom either.
Yeah, that was disturbing. That was extremely disturbing. I was like, what is he doing? And at that point, we were getting to the point where he was following her everywhere, like a demon. And he went over at the point where he went over to talk, at the point where Jessica went over to talk with her mom, and Will followed.
Yeah, that's when Charlie consulted me on the matter.
Mm-hmm. Everybody on the matter, and had a mental breakdown.
Yes, and I told Charlie that he should just go talk to Will, just say it out flat.
Mm-hmm.
But Charlie decided against that idea.
Mm-hmm. We had a better idea.
So I said, if you don't want to do that, let's write a letter. It always worked when I did it. When I wasn't allowed to talk to someone, I just wrote a letter, and I gave it to them most of the time. This was like really awful. But Charlie was like, no, I'm not writing a letter. And then the next day he sent me a message and said, oh, I wrote a letter.
Yeah, I wrote a
Good job, Charlie.
4-page letter. 2-page letter. It was front and back. I wonder if I still have that.
I thought it got confiscated.
Oh, you're right.
know if
It did get confiscated. It got confiscated, and she kept it, I think, or she threw it away.
Probably threw it away.
Yeah, I think the guidance counselor, she took it, confiscated it, talked to us about it, and threw it away. Yeah, we did. We had. Go ahead.
Thought like it got taken during homeroom.
Yes, it did. It got taken during my science class, my first mod, in homeroom. because I was showing other people. I was like, this is my letter I'm sending to him. I explained to them the matter. I was like, this is the letter I'm going to give him. Do you think this is okay? And the teacher caught us passing the letter, and he took it. Thank God he didn't read it before class was over, because I'm sure he would have came up to me and like, I'm sure he would have came up to me and talked to me. And he was, I wouldn't say that he wasn't my favorite teacher, but he was not the teacher that you wanted to mess around with and get in trouble with.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. He was not the teacher for that. So we just to end the snow club story, he followed her. I had a mental breakdown. I told everybody else. They comforted me, and me and Jessica sat on the bus all the way home. And then was it the next week or was it the next day that we wrote a letter? I think it was the next day.
Pretty sure it was the next day.
Yeah, I think it was the next day. I think, it was a Thursday. It was right after. I thought it was a Tuesday, like right before, but I don't think it was. It might have been.
No, it was definitely for the weekend. It was like the Thursday after Snow Club.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, so that day, me and Maddie had art class. And this is where it gets good. So after he confiscated the letter, he didn't read it yet. He gave it to the guidance counselor. After he confiscated it, I went off and I think it was second period was our art, right? Was it second period?
I think it was third.
Third, okay. Yes, it was third, because I think I had him, and then I think I had math assistants. So we had that. Oh my god, my sister's screaming. She's doing it. What do you want? At the time, we had
Art together.
Yes, we had art together. So we were at
And
the
we sat next
same
to each other.
Yes.
So.
Or no, I was a seat. Or no, I was a table behind you, but she let me sit next to you because we ended up talking about
I was all alone. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, and we were like comforting her, and then her other friend, came and was with us, and let me edit this out. Abby, what do you want to name Abby?
Goodness. You can just call her Julia.
Okay, you're good at making names. I can't make names. Okay, Julia. So, Julia was also at the table. Julia, she didn't like a lot. So she was really in on making one of the letters. We made three letters. We made 3 letters in that class.
And then we decided on one.
Yeah, we decided
During
on
that
one.
art class, we were supposed to be working on an artist statement. So we were fine. We were supposed to be writing anyway.
Right.
So I did all the writing, and I totally failed that assignment, but it was all worth it.
It was all worth it. I think I failed that assignment too, but that's alright. It was so worth it. But like, Julia wrote this, it was a sentence in huge bold words in color.
Yeah.
And it was no one likes you. We don't like you. Stop coming with us to Snow Club.
Go away.
Yeah, go away. P.S. We know you peed your pants in 5th grade. And then it said our names on it. And I was like, no, we cannot do that. We cannot send that.
Then Charlie wanted to be all lovey-dovey and write a nice, simple note.
Right.
And I vetoed that one.
Yeah.
Then I kind of combined the two.
Yeah, you
I
did.
said stuff that was kind of nice. I was like, don't want you to be all mad and upset. We need you to understand that we don't want you in our group. We feel that you're coming into our space and just taking over.
All right.
Pretty sure I said like you're following her like a dog. It wasn't the
Yes,
best word.
you did say that. That's quoted. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was something I said too. Like he's following her around like a dog.
Yeah.
So
And that
go
he
ahead.
just wouldn't leave us alone, and kind of expanded on it, that not just about Snow Club. It was like, you always have problems with us, you don't like us, so it's like, don't come near us, find a different group. Then I think we did add the PS at the bottom.
Right.
It just something, it wasn't that, it was something, I don't even know. It wasn't important, that's why I don't remember it.
I think I think the PS was, we know you peed your pants or pooped your pants in 5th grade. I think we did add that at the bottom.
Probably.
I think
Then
we did.
I ended up signing everyone's name.
Mhm.
Wrote my name, Charlie's name, and Julie's name.
Yeah.
Then I made a cute little envelope for it.
Yeah, you did. That was funny.
Then I had another class to, decide if I was actually going to do it. And my other friends, they tried to convince me not to give him the letter, but I was like, hey, I have to do this. No. We can't let this go on any longer.
Right.
It has to be done. Either way, it's going to come out at him, and we just thought this was
Yeah.
the gentle way. Give it to him.
The proper way.
So, Charlie wasn't sitting at the table with Bill, but
Mm-mm.
a few of our other friends were. And so Charlie was sitting across the lunchroom.
Oh god.
I got up out of my seat, went over and sat down at the table with Will. And I handed him the letter, and he said something like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, you just have to read it." He kept asking me questions about it, and I was like, "No, you read it."
And I think.
Finally, he opened it up,
Okay, go ahead.
and I walked away and sat back at my table, and he just looked at me. I was like, "What? Whatever." So you can go ahead, Charlie.
So, everybody else at that table knew it was happening, right?
Yeah. Well, except for Eli and Wyatt.
Right. Because everybody else knew that we were gonna do it. Because they didn't feel comfortable around him either. They felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, I was sitting with Tori, and I think Tori's okay with being in the story. If she's not, I'll edit her name out. But, I was sitting with Tori and her other friends at the table. I think you were across the lunchroom too, right?
Yeah, I was like one table away.
Right. And, gave him the letter, and I was freaking out. Tori was like, it's gonna be okay, everything's gonna turn out well, he's not gonna bother you anymore, and it's gonna be alright. Okay.
I mean, I wasn't worried. Not one of those people that doesn't not take responsibility for what they've done.
Or regret. You didn't
Yeah.
really regret. Which,
No,
now that I think
it was
about
the
it,
right thing to
I
do.
didn't. Yeah, now that I think about it, I didn't regret it. I think it was the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But, so, we, sat and waited for him to read the whole letter. By the time he read the whole letter, he was in tears.
Yeah, he was like crying.
Yeah, like,
And there's nothing wrong with crying.
no.
I'm not against crying. But for that, I think it was a little excessive.
I could agree.
Now, a lot of people said that it was really mean. And I said it wasn't that mean because
They
it
didn't
could
know.
have been a lot worse.
Yeah, they didn't know what we actually went through.
Yeah, they didn't know what was in the letter.
Yeah,
They probably only got one side of the story.
probably, yeah. That makes sense. But, yeah, so he started bawling his eyes out in tears. And, oh shoot, let me edit that out. What do you want to call him? Let's call him Liam.
Okay.
So,
Good name.
Yeah. So, Liam was at the table with him, And
Now,
Liam.
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Liam was like one of my friends, and me and him, we were kind of close. Like, we were good friends. So he just was like kind of looked down upon me after that for like a few days. I just
Right.
wanted to give context to who this kid was.
Right. And I don't think I don't think Liam was actually very comfortable with him either. I think he wanted him off his back.
Well, they were friends, but you know, people can get to a point where you just can't stand him anymore.
Right.
You know, he can be very demanding about what he wants, and that if he doesn't get it, things are not going to be good. So,
Right.
which is kind of that take,
Mm-hmm.
and no give.
Right.
That's not the focus of the story.
No, not the focus. But that's a part. That's an important part. We gotta know that. He was a take, no give. I think this was around the Christmas season too. Wasn't it?
So it was after Christmas. Let's see. It was in January, because I was getting ready to go on a big ski trip.
Ah.
That Saturday, I was leaving.
Alright. Okay.
I remember that.
So, so he started to bawl his eyes out. People across the lunchroom were laughing. Others were sad. Others were mad. Others were
People
wise.
just kind of stared.
Yeah, people staring, neutral, and at that point, the whole lunchroom was quiet.
Yeah.
It was like everyone was staring at him, like, but I was surprised. No teachers were going over. I don't think.
No.
I don't think any teachers-
My own personal experiences. Whenever someone is like crying in the lunchroom, very seldomly, unless you know the teacher very well, will someone come over and like ask you if you're okay.
Right.
It's mostly just you have to do it yourself.
Right.
I think it's kind of sad, but
Yeah.
it's the truth.
Sometimes you need support, but nope, they don't really give support unless it's the guidance counselor, and she wasn't in there that day.
No.
But yeah, so he cried. People were comforting him. People were staring, and we left the lunchroom, and that was it. That was it. We did it. We were like happy.
Yeah.
We were like, yes, we did it. He's not gonna be with us anymore. You know, he's away. We got him.
Yeah. So Liam took guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he took other members from that table with them,
Yeah.
which was kind of weird. But nonetheless, it happened.
Yep. I think. Yeah, you're right. I do remember that. Liam took Will to the guidance office, and then once they left, we got called down. And
We didn't get called down until like the last period of school.
Right. Oh yeah. Yep. You're right. Because I was.
So I was in science.
I forget where I was. My last period.
I had been waiting to be called. I was like, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
So when the phone call came over like the intercom, the science teacher, I was like, it's me, guys.
It's me, guys.
No need to worry.
Didn't no need to worry. It's me, guys. I forget what class I was in. I really should remember.
It's okay. We have memories of like a squash.
Yeah. But
Certain things. Other
think-
things?
I can't remember. I know Miss Schamberger's was, I think, the second to last class. It was my 6-7. Oh, it's French. French was my last class. French. Okay, so I was in French and I got called down, and Maddie got called down, and we were all sitting there in the office, and she showed us the 4 letters. She showed us the one I wrote.
Julia got called down too.
Oh, yes, you're right. Julia got called down. She showed us Julia's letter, my 2-page letter, my nice letter, and Maddie's letter. And she was like, what are these? And we were like, well, he's been annoying us. We don't want him in our group, and we thought this was the nicest way to tell him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, she didn't really deny.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, the way they went about solving the problem was a good way.
Mm-hmm.
But also the way they kind of talked about it made us feel like we didn't get enough punishment for what they thought we did.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least they were dealing punishment where punishment shouldn't have been dealt.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It
Right.
was confusing. It's not like they called home or anything.
Yeah, they didn't call home. I told my mom anyways.
Yeah, of course.
She was kind of proud
Good news
of me.
of the week.
Yeah, she was kind of
Yeah,
proud of me.
exactly.
Because I stood up for myself. But she already knew how much I didn't like Will. But anyways, besides the point, I was, we were all in the office. She showed us the letter. She was like, Charlie, do you know how much this 2-page letter could hurt somebody? And I was like, this is the nicest way out of all the ways I could have gone off on him, all the ways I could have hurt him. This was the nicest way I've ever put something on somebody. And she was like, this is not very nice. And I was like, yeah, that's my point. It's the nicest way. It's the nicest way to tell him.
Yeah. There's
And
some points where you just have to put it on.
Yep,
The
there's some
go.
points where you just have to
Everything
be
you need to
brutally
say.
honest.
No.
Yeah. It's just...
Now, I'm sure we could have worded it a little less intimidating, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But could have said a lot harsher stuff. I have said a lot
Definitely.
harsher stuff to people that I did not like. Actually, I used to get physical, so we're glad it didn't get there.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, so she was explaining us the letter. She showed us Julia's letter, was like, this is not even acceptable. And we were like, yeah, Julia wrote that. Julie wrote
That's
that.
why we didn't use it.
Yeah,
Use it.
that's why we didn't even use it. So they showed us my nice letter I tried to make Maddie's letter into. She said that they were all bad, that they were all mean. But, you know, it was one way to get to the point.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot worse happen in school,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, I've heard a lot worse said on school buses,
Oh, yeah.
in school too. So, it could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like letting you down, just letting you off. Yeah, that's it. We don't want you in our group anymore, and that's how it's gonna have to be. If you want
Right.
to a B? Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And,
Like, for the friends of Will, when I walked into science class that day, Liam was talking to someone else, and they were like, Liam was saying, like, oh my gosh, like, how could they do such a thing? That was so cruel and harsh. I just walked in, I was like shaking my head. I was like, you don't even know.
yeah.
Some kids think I'm like this perfect, happy child.
They
Then when I
don't
do
even
something,
know.
they're like so disappointed. They're
Right.
like, oh, I can't even look at you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you don't even know. But, yeah, so, we got to the point to, where, they got us to the guidance counselor. We had a discussion, sent us back. He never came to our group again.
They banned him from our group apparently.
They abolished him.
Didn't have any issues with him after that.
No issues. And
It's peaceful.
oh yeah, definitely peaceful.
We had a good rest of the season.
Yes, we did. It wasn't very snowy. It was very rainy, but we still had an amazing season.
Yep.
And I believe that concludes the story, unless you got something else to add.
Got nothing else to add.
Nothing else? We got it all? We got all the detail?
Got all the detail and stuff.
Alright. Well, there you guys have it. That is the story of the kid I made cry with a letter.
Yep.
We've been recording for 51 minutes. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. If you guys are still listening, I'd like you to put something in the comments, like the video, maybe subscribe, turn on the bell, just so I know that you listened and that you actually went through with it. And on that note, I think that's it. I think we're gonna go.
Alright.
Alright? See you guys in the next episode.